Hello and welcome to the latest construction marketing idea video. I'm recording this between Christmas and New Year's in 1911, and the topics I'd like to discuss today are twofold. One is the planned 2012 Best Construction Marketing Ideas blog competition, and secondly, a special opportunity if you want to get some very powerful and free resources to promote your business through an opportunity to work with me and testing out some ideas for my upcoming Frugal Construction Marketing Ideas book. First, regarding the blog competition, the last year's competition got quite a good response from bloggers. We had a winner, we were planning the publicity, and then things just didn't quite go the way we planned. The planned magazine article we were going to run didn't appear, and it turns out that I only realized as I was preparing the this year's entries that I had somehow managed to lose the links to the winners of last year's blog, but those have now been reposted properly on the website. While this is obviously not the best thing in the world, on the other hand, it doesn't cost anything to enter the competition, and this year I'm going to make some changes to increase the value to anyone who enters. Firstly, all entries that are accepted for the competition will get some publicity in my Construction Marketing Ideas blog, and hyperlinks and links through the Twitter and LinkedIn feeds plus Google Plus right after or within a few days of your entry. And of course, then you get the value of the nomination, judging, and voting process that will continue through the latter part of the winter of 2012. There is absolutely no cost to enter this competition, and you can access it at my website, constructionmarketingideas.com. A note on the value of this sort of stuff is, of course, the fact that it enhances your search engine status and recognition of your business. The only ground rules I have are very simple. One is the blog must relate to the businesses which are in architecture, engineering, and construction. These can be service businesses for the industry. They can be residential contractors. Anyone who's seriously concerned with the industry can enter. The blogs must be have a reasonable number of entries and be maintained and updated at least on a weekly schedule to qualify. And I will screen out any blog that I sense is there primarily for search engine optimization. In other words, if I sense it's just a splog or some other device designed to rank your site on search engines, but there's no heart behind it, no serious value in the blog, it won't get anywhere with me, and it certainly won't be listed or referenced in the competition. The model we'll use probably will be similar to last year. There'll be a popular vote where we'll encourage people to get as many votes out in favor of their blog. Coupled with an independent judging system to make sure that just the popular vote doesn't entirely dictate who wins. There'll be kind of like a People's Choice Award, which will be the popular vote, and then the other aspect will be the judge competition. In any case, if you want to enter this competition, you just go to the website constructionmarketingideas.com and click on the link to the best blog competition, and you'll get right to the entry form. Again, there's no cost to enter, and it's pretty straightforward. The second challenge I'm facing, and I invite your involvement with, is the follow-up to my original Construction Marketing Ideas book, which was published about 18 months ago, and certainly been successful. Several hundred copies have sold through a variety of channels, and as a book it's been well received, at least according to the independent reviews. And I've thought about what to do with it and to go forward. Well, firstly, there's need for an update on the book, and I'm waiting some additional information before I can complete this, particularly on the social media, social networking stuff. At the time I wrote the book, there was nothing called Google Plus, which is now becoming an important element of marketing on the online format. So I will produce at least one update chapter, and I will make that available to anyone who's purchased the book up to the time. And of course, for further purchase of the book, will be able to receive the chapter built into it because of the way it's printed. But I've been thinking about my next book project, and I'm focusing on a topic which I think is important to everyone in this industry. How do you market effectively without spending a lot of money? In fact, how do you market effectively without spending virtually any money? And the concept I've come up with is called the frugal construction marketer. And the idea here is that if you have a budget of $5,000 or less, what can you do to be successful in marketing effectively within the architecture, engineering, and construction community? and I'm looking to explore some of the very simple techniques you can use to be successful with a low budget marketing strategy. Now, clarify one point. I'm not suggesting that the budget stay at $1,000 or $5,000 forever and ever. I'm suggesting that once you achieve results with your methodology and you know it's working, you can add it to the baseline of the budget. So, for example, if you start with a $5,000 budget, and the techniques work, well, don't stop doing them. Take those out of that $5,000 development budget and put them into your working plan, because obviously you're going to be profitable anytime you do it, and then use the additional money for experiments and new ideas. So your marketing budget will grow over time, but it will be a cost-free growth, because of course you'll be only funding incremental increases on what you've already been successful at. The idea of a low budget is to prevent waste, to throwing money on things that are called marketing which really aren't. Wasteful advertising and publications of no value, expensive junkets and trips, things that dress up your website or your office or your business card or your logos, and you spend thousands and thousands of dollars on these things and nothing happens. It's to try to create a stronger sense of accountability in your marketing and a sense of responsibility, so you watch your money very closely. In any case, the approach I'm going to take here is I want to find some case studies and test out the concepts of how we can take a very small marketing budget at the beginning of the year and within a number of months parlay it into a very successful, strategic, and well-thought marketing campaign. And the best idea I have on that is to invite readers of my newsletter and my blog and my previous books to participate in this exercise. And what the deal is this: if you are the first 3 people who apply and have read or ordered my previous book, my Construction Marketing Idea book, and have put in a pre-order for the new book, then what I'll do is I'll take the first 3 people who qualify to become, I don't know if the word guinea pigs is the right word, but evaluation subjects for the ideas and principles of the Frugal Construction Marketing book. And what will happen there is you get intensive one-on-one consulting. I probably will travel at my expense to your site at least once to talk to you, get to know your business in depth, and to make recommendations and very specific suggestions. In return, I just ask you to track your activities and monitor your activities, and of course be available for ongoing videos or blog postings as we make the progress along this way. And of course the failures I would report as well as a success, but it would hopefully be a positive story. The ground rules again are that you would need to have purchased or pre-ordered my book. I just simply think it's fair that you know where my thoughts are before you start this stuff. And the second thing is you need to have a budget of $1,000 that would be unencumbered and available for marketing activities. Now note, this $1,000 does not go into my pocket or to anything related to my business. This is money that you keep in a special account and you use for third-party independent services that you select and you control. In other words, it's your money and you'll spend it as you wish and on things that you think are helpful for marketing. And the other ground rule is it's a modified first-come, first-serve application model. In other words, the first company who applies, who qualifies that as a legitimate architecture, engineering, construction, or supplier service business, automatically will probably get into the competition or the opportunity for this special consulting exercise. The second and third or more, we'll see if the following businesses are similar or different in nature than the original application. The idea is to build some diversity into it. So, for example, if there's 2 paving contractors in the northeastern U.S. who apply at the same time, the first one's going to get the opportunity. The second one is unlikely to succeed. But of course, if you did order the books on the hope that you would get the opportunity, you can certainly return the book for a refund. I'm not trying to take any money for nothing. Anyway, those are 2 simple ideas and approaches that I'd like to encourage you. If you have a blog, enter it in the Best Blog Competition. And if you'd like to get the opportunity to help be a part of my next book and get some free marketing support and resources, please feel free to enter the competition for the opportunity to participate in that project. Both opportunities are referenced on the Construction Marketing blog at constructionmarketingideas.com. And thank you very much. And if you have any questions, you can email me at buckshawn@cnrgp.com. Thanks.